Top 5 breakfasts to prevent stroke and heart attack by cleaning arteries. Most of the advice you've ever heard about preventing stroke centers around cutting back. Less salt, less sugar, avoiding fried foods, reducing stress. It's always about what you have to give up. But have you ever asked yourself, what can you add to your daily routine to actively protect your brain? What if I told you that one of the most powerful tools to help you fight stroke doesn't come in a prescription bottle, and it's not some expensive superfood shipped from overseas, but rather a simple, everyday ingredient already sitting in your kitchen? Something you can easily add to your breakfast. Natural, accessible, and far more powerful than you might think. In this video, I'll reveal not just one, but several simple, science-backed ways to support healthy blood flow, reduce vascular inflammation, and keep your brain alert and sharp. And at the end of the video, I'll share an extremely important tip from a leading nutrition expert, a way to combine just two familiar spices, both common in your pantry, that when paired together create an anti-inflammatory effect up to 2,000 times stronger, helping combat one of the most silent and dangerous causes of stroke. This is a small change, easy to make, but it could make a big difference in the quality of your life as you age. Don't miss it. Because sometimes what protects you isn't what you take away, but what you never realized you should have added. Number 1. The oatmeal and olive oil bowl. The Mediterranean secret to upgrading your breakfast's stroke prevention power is extra virgin olive oil. Your first reaction might be skepticism, as we typically reserve it for salads. However, adding a spoonful of olive oil to your oatmeal isn't for taste, it's to leverage a potent biological weapon. This power comes from a compound called oleocanthal, which acts as a natural anti-inflammatory. Chronic inflammation is a root cause of strokes because it stiffens artery walls, making them prone to plaque buildup. By soothing this inflammation each morning, oleocanthal helps keep your blood vessels smooth and flexible, much like a clear highway, reducing the risk of dangerous blood clots. However, olive oil doesn't work in isolation. This breakfast is a perfect example of synergy. Think of it as a specialized team working in unison. Oatmeal serves as the cleanup crew. Its unique beta-glucan fiber forms a gel in your gut that traps and helps eliminate bad cholesterol from your body. Seeds like chia and flax add extra fiber and plant-based omega-3s. Meanwhile, berries act as the defense team. Their antioxidants are like a rust-proof coating, protecting the delicate lining of your arteries from damage. Together, they form a comprehensive defense strategy, actively removing threats while fortifying and protecting your vital circulatory pathways. Preparation is simple. Cook half a cup of oatmeal. Steel-cut or rolled oats work well with water or milk. Once cooked, stir in 1 tablespoon of chia or flax seeds, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and top with half a cup of berries. Finally, and most importantly, drizzle a tablespoon of olive oil over the top and enjoy. This is my number 1 choice because of its unique anti-inflammatory strength. But our bodies thrive on variety, and relying on a single meal is never the best strategy. The other 4 breakfasts on this list aren't just alternatives, they target different yet equally critical pathways to protect you from stroke. Consider this. What if your primary concern isn't just inflammation, but specifically high blood pressure? Or perhaps you're looking for a source of omega-3s that your body can use more directly and effectively than the kind found in flaxseed. Number 2. The smoked salmon and avocado toast. We often hear about omega-3s from plant sources like flax and chia seeds, and they are indeed good for you. But there's a crucial difference that your body understands very well, and it's the key to this breakfast's power. Plant-based omega-3s, called ALA, are like a high-quality car parts kit. They have potential, but your body has to do the hard work of assembling them into the more powerful, active forms called EPA and DHA. This conversion process, unfortunately, is quite inefficient. This breakfast takes a clever shortcut. By using salmon, you are giving your body the fully assembled, ready-to-go engines of EPA and DHA directly. Why does this make such a big difference in stroke prevention? First, EPA and DHA are incredibly effective at lowering triglycerides, a type of fat in your blood. High triglycerides can increase your risk of atherosclerosis, the plaque buildup that hardens and narrows your arteries. By lowering them, you're helping to keep your body's pipes clear. Second, these marine-based omega-3s have a more potent anti-inflammatory effect, complementing the benefits we saw from olive oil. They help soothe the artery walls and reduce the risk of dangerous blood clots. In this meal, the avocado isn't just a creamy base. It provides heart-healthy monounsaturated fats and a significant dose of potassium, which helps balance blood pressure. This is all served on a slice of whole grain toast, which provides the necessary fiber to slow digestion and keep your blood sugar stable. Elegance doesn't require complexity. Toast one slice of 100% whole grain bread until golden brown. While it's toasting, gently mash about a quarter of a ripe avocado. Spread the mashed avocado on the warm toast. Finally, top it with 1 or 2 slices of quality smoked salmon. For an extra boost of flavor and benefits, you can add a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. Your simple yet incredibly powerful breakfast is ready. Number 3. The potassium-packed scramble. When it comes to blood pressure, our attention is almost always focused on one villain: sodium, salt. We're told to cut it, watch it, and avoid it. But this is only half of the story. There's a silent hero in this fight, a mineral that's often overlooked but plays a decisive role: potassium. The core insight here isn't just about eating less salt, but about actively increasing your potassium intake. Think of sodium and potassium as two ends of a scale. The modern American diet typically loads the scale heavily on the sodium side, putting immense pressure on our cardiovascular system. Potassium is the counterbalance. The science behind it is clear and direct. First, potassium signals your kidneys to excrete more excess sodium through urine. This alone can make a significant difference. Second, and just as importantly, potassium helps to relax and soothe the walls of your blood vessels. Imagine a garden hose that is kinked and stiff, causing the water pressure to skyrocket. Potassium helps to unkink that hose, allowing blood to flow more freely and lowering the overall pressure on the entire system. This is a direct mechanism for lowering blood pressure, one of the leading risk factors for stroke. The eggs themselves in this meal provide high-quality protein, which keeps you feeling full longer and prevents unhealthy snacking. And they also contain choline, a vital nutrient for brain health. Instead of just plain eggs, let's turn them into a potassium delivery vehicle. Whisk 2 eggs. Your secret weapon is the vegetables: a handful of fresh spinach, a few sliced mushrooms, and half a chopped tomato. All of these are excellent sources of potassium. Lightly sauté the vegetables for a minute, then pour in the eggs and scramble gently until just cooked. The most important tip: instead of reaching for the salt shaker, season your eggs with herbs like a little dill, chives, or a pinch of black pepper. This way you get flavor without negating the benefits of the meal. Number 4. The probiotic Greek yogurt parfait. For decades, we viewed the digestive system as simple plumbing. Food goes in, nutrients are absorbed, and waste goes out. But emerging science is revealing a much more complex and fascinating story, one with profound implications for your stroke risk. The discovery here is the existence of the gut-heart axis, a constant two-way communication line between the trillions of bacteria living in your gut and the health of your entire cardiovascular system. Imagine your gut as a bustling city. The good citizens are beneficial bacteria that produce compounds to help reduce inflammation and keep things running smoothly. But there are also troublemakers that can create harmful substances, promoting chronic inflammation that spreads throughout your body, including to the delicate lining of your arteries. When these troublemakers gain the upper hand, they can contribute to higher cholesterol and create an environment ripe for plaque formation. This is the direct link between what happens in your gut and the health of the blood vessels leading to your brain. This is where this breakfast comes into play. Greek yogurt is full of probiotics, the very good citizens you're sending in as reinforcements. By nurturing a healthy gut microbiome, you are helping your body create an anti-inflammatory environment from the inside out. The key here is to choose wisely. Start with a base of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Choosing unsweetened food is non-negotiable, as sugar is the preferred food for inflammatory bacteria. Greek yogurt also provides a fantastic protein boost, which helps keep you full and stabilizes blood sugar. Next, layer in berries for their fiber and antioxidants. Now for the pro tip, add a handful of nuts like walnuts or almonds. These nuts not only provide healthy fats, but also contain compounds called plant sterols. Think of plant sterols as bouncers at a nightclub. They stand at the door of your intestines and block some dietary cholesterol from being absorbed into your bloodstream. This simple breakfast is truly a multi-layered strategy for cardiovascular protection. Number 5, the green smoothie. As we get older, one of the biggest concerns is that our blood vessels tend to become stiffer and less flexible. This can lead to high blood pressure and reduced circulation. So what if you could drink something each morning that encourages your blood vessels to relax and become more pliable? The secret isn't in some exotic fruit, but in the deep green of leafy vegetables like spinach or kale. The discovery here is a natural compound found in these greens called dietary nitrates. This is not the same as the artificial nitrates you hear about in processed meats. When you consume nitrates from greens, your body kicks off a magical chain reaction. It converts these nitrates into a critically important molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a powerful signaling molecule, and one of its main jobs is to act as a vasodilator. In simple terms, it sends a message to the smooth muscles in your artery walls, telling them to relax and widen. This has two huge benefits for stroke prevention. First, it directly lowers blood pressure. Imagine water flowing through a narrow pipe versus a wider one. The pressure in the wider pipe is much lower. Second, it improves circulation, ensuring that your brain gets the oxygen-rich blood flow it needs to function optimally. This breakfast can be prepared in just a few minutes. In a blender, combine a large handful of spinach, its taste is very mild and almost undetectable, half a banana for potassium and natural sweetness, and a half cup of frozen berries for an antioxidant boost. Add a tablespoon of chia seeds for fiber and omega-3s, and about a cup of water or unsweetened milk.
Now for the pro tip that elevates the smoothie from healthy to therapeutic, add a quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder. Turmeric contains curcumin, a powerhouse anti-inflammatory. However, our bodies are notoriously bad at absorbing it. To solve this, add a tiny pinch of black pepper. The piperine in black pepper has been shown to increase the body's absorption of curcumin by up to 2,000%. This combination turns your smoothie into a potent anti-inflammatory and circulation-boosting cocktail. Stay tuned for our next videos on recognizing the early signs of a stroke and how to prevent them.